Episode 6 The Wild, the Beast, and Me. This episode of poetry is dedicated to the pantheon of gods that watch over me. Thank you. Welcome to the RAVA podcast, where we explore all that connects us. I'm your host, RAVA. I've been inspired recently by the human archetype of the wild self, the primal impulse of humanity. No one represents this better than the god Pan, whose embodiment was a primal force of divinity. In his representation, an aspect of existence, rather than a deified image of a god. Pan is the primal energies that exist within all of us. Born of the shepherd's collective consciousness, Pan's Arcadian roots tell the story of reverence for the realms where human civilization is but a buzz in distant air. There is no forest without Pan, like there is no impulse away from the primal. It just is. He is the part of the self that does not require permission, that does not ask if something is appropriate or considerate. Pan exists as the pre-moral. He existed prior to the systems that crystallized the boundaries of social contracts. He is what you are when no one is watching. He is the force behind who you may become out of your desire. This is the danger of Pan, the danger of who you are as a divine being in this human body. He is the recognition of the self before the system has sequestered you under its wing. He is the wild self. He is the proof that the ordered self is not as stable as it pretends to be. Underneath it, even if dormant, will always be the wild twin. The modern world requires that the wild self be contained, that it be managed, be made predictable. But today, through this poem, my argument is that the wild self needs to be expressed. We will explore through prose that should the wild self inside you remain chained and locked up in hiding, you not only do yourself a disservice, but you run the risk of it overtaking you and your actions, creating of you someone selfish, vile, and a plague to society, not quite unlike those parasites we have allowed in a space of power. Today's poem is about calling you in to think about what parts of yourself you are cutting off. Join me on another episode as we weave sound and spirit through this, your open channel. Can you feel it? The pulsing appetite within, desperate to live, desperate to breathe. It's the impulse you suppress. It's in the nature you gloss over. It's that scream in the forest that shouldn't be there. It's the instinctive impulse inside that has grown tired of your suppression. She is the flutter of wings in your ears you can't place. He is the one you can't identify. Have you let it live? Have you let it breathe? Imagine the quandary of orderly morality. It convinces itself into its heightened state. You have convinced yourself of its pedestal above your own domain, above gnosis. You forget your body, this avatar. You forget its primal impulses. Not quite unlike those animals you've placed beneath you. You are equal parts divinity as you are feral. We are but wild bodies, effigies of spirit incarnate. We will never forgive. We must never forget. Exalting your darkness is but the first step. Distrust the certainty of a disordered mind. We oppress what must live. We oppress what must breathe. Within us, without us. Our personal poetry unravels the unconscious. Suppress it, and you spoil the self with its venom. To destroy our ephemeral shackles is our purpose. To liberate the senses is our will. Do you will it? We are the wild. We are the beastly. We are the symptoms of a lesser world. We are bound by the primal. We are the ancients within. Do you disdain to recognize? Is destruction your friend? Don't let the impulse of a tamed heart spoil you. Don't fret when your wiles overcome you. Express them. Then, at least they won't drown you. What a stately thing it is to be human, to emulate divinity, bound by the shackles of the flesh. I am too, bound by this flesh. I can feel, I can sense the static of this living, It lives through my unrest. I am bound by flesh, and it has unbound me. The flesh is wild, but not yet free. I am bound by panic, and it has unwound me. I'm a man who exists in all of my extremities, unbound, but not yet free. A decisive mind is but a temporal ghost. I oscillate between world and soul. I have held moderation on a pedestal. When the mark is not set, I have learned to punish myself. What if I'm meant to be as I am? What if I simply accept the extreme in me? Someone meant to oscillate. Someone meant to live the thin edge between order and chaos. A human in communion with the wild, the beast, and me. You who exist, will you allow the wild twin to live? Will you allow the beast inside to breathe? Intertwined within our sacraments, we know we must find balance, and that's how we will live. Me a part of you a part of me, entangled in three, the wild, the beast, and me. So what will you do, now that you've heard my poem? Will you acknowledge the parts of you that remain hidden, the ones you keep secret from the rest of the world? Those aspects of yourself are probably your liberation, and you don't even let yourself know it. It's imperative that you acknowledge those facets of you that you think are shameful, that are ugly, and use a frame and use a perspective, an image of a god, a mythology, a story to help you process those parts of you. It's a painful thing, but one that's critically necessary for your growth. Poetry and prose has been something that I have used as a tool ever since I was a kid. Language, the written word, has something in it for me. It's an open channel, always has been. If I'm sad, I write. If I'm angry, I write. If I'm in love, I write. And it doesn't seem like there's any blockages there for me like there are in some of my other artistic endeavors, but it does say something, doesn't it? You take a piece of work, a mythology in this case, and you intertwine it with your words, with what you're trying to communicate. And it's a lovely way to communicate with you all. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to my podcast episode today. Do me a favor, please like, comment, and subscribe wherever you're listening to this, and share it with a friend. This work for me is meaningful, and it is my hope that it reaches those who need to hear it most. I'll speak to you next week, dear listener. Ciao.